After a while, Abraham's wife, Sarah, died. Abraham was now a very old man, and he wanted his son to marry. So Abraham found a wife for Isaac. Her name was Rebekah. Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah. After Abraham died, God spoke to Isaac, and God told Isaac all the promises that he had told Abraham, that God was now promising all these things to Isaac. It would be through Isaac's descendants that the one promised to defeat Satan would come. God blessed Isaac and Rebekah. Rebekah became pregnant, and the two children struggled in her womb. She inquired of God, and God told her that 2 nations were in her womb, and that the older would serve the younger. She gave birth to twin boys, Esau and Jacob. When Jacob was 40 years old, he lived with his uncle in Haran. One night, on his way to Haran, he had a dream. In his dream, he saw a ladder reaching from earth to heaven. The angel of God walked on the ladder, and God himself stood at the very top. In the dream, God told Jacob that all the promises he had told to Abraham and Isaac, he was now making to Jacob. It was through the descendants of Jacob that the one promised to defeat Satan would come to deliver mankind from their sin. God was showing Jacob that man could again be in oneness with God, and that man could go to God's place. Man could be in oneness with God like Adam and Eve were before they sinned. While Jacob was in Haran, he married and he had many sons. God's promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob about their descendants becoming many was happening. Jacob stayed at his father-in-law's place until 11 of his children were born. Then Jacob took his family to Canaan, the land of his ancestors. God changed Jacob's name to Israel, and his family was then called the Israelites.